Gamesweasel.com. Review.
It's easy to just label Red Dead Redemption as GTA on horseback, but actually it's more than that, and thankfully presents an original concept in an age where the market's full of shooters, racing games and family titles. So in this western you play as John Marston, a man who's trying to be good after leaving a gang of naughty people. He's come to the Wild West to confront the gang leader and stop him before he goes after John's wife and kids. After being shot at the start of the game, he's taken in by some of the townsfolk, and then his adventure begins, as he helps the citizens around him and, just like in a movie, edges ever closer to that final confrontation. Now let's start with what's similar to GTA. The combat system is almost identical except for the dead-eye slow motion bit taken from Red Dead Revolver, where you can target multiple enemies and hit points and fire at them in a flurry of gunfire. Combat is actually pretty simple if you don't get flanked, just stay in cover and pop and shoot until everyone's dead. You can also duel one-on-one when the opportunity arises. You can fast travel between locations you've already discovered, but like in Fallout 3, I do recommend going off the beaten track where you'll find animals to hunt, people to help and treasure to find. It's also a breath of fresh air to be on horseback instead of driving a car. You can even whistle and your horse will come running, so you're never without transport for long. New guns and items can be bought in the shops, but to be honest, there's no real need to use any of them. As long as you have your wits about you, it's possible to do everything you need to do in the game with a standard pistol and a rifle. There are also plenty of other things to distract you from just racing on your horse or shooting at people. Working on a ranch, you can also lasso and tame horses by playing buckaroo on their backs, herd cattle, and play games to win cash including poker, horseshoe, and five-knuckle shuffle or whatever it's called. In fact, there's so much to do in this game you can easily put over 30 hours into the single player campaign and then of course dive into multiplayer with up to 15 mates. The game also looks breathtaking as the sun rises over the hills or when the clouds roll in during a thunderstorm. If you do want a sandbox game that isn't your run-of-the-mill driving about cities and fighting gangland wars, then this is definitely an essential purchase. Red Dead Redemption gets 9 out of 10.
You've been watching a review from Gamesweasel. If you want to get the show each week, which includes video game reviews, news, previews, competitions and special features, then head over to Gamesweasel.com for our video podcast, Gamesweasel TV.
Gamesweasel.com.